Football, known as soccer in some parts of the world, is more than a sport. It's a global language, a stage for dreams, and sometimes, a mirror of society. While rivalries can divide nations and cities, some players rise above the noise. They are more than club legends, they are footballing symbols, admired even by their fiercest rivals. Today, we celebrate the 10 most respected footballers of all time. Not just for their trophies, but for their legacy, their leadership, and the hearts they touched around the world. Number 10. Andrés Iniesta. Andrés Iniesta was never the loudest player on the pitch, but he was often the most important. The Spanish midfielder spent most of his career at FC Barcelona, where his intelligence, vision, and ability to control a match made him the invisible engine behind one of the greatest club teams of all time. Alongside Xavi and Busquets, he defined the tiki-taka style that dominated world football for over a decade. Internationally, Iniesta was at the heart of Spain's golden generation. He helped guide La Roja to Euro 2008, the 2010 World Cup, and Euro 2012, arguably the greatest international run in football history. His crowning moment came in extra time of the 2010 World Cup final, when he scored the winning goal against the Netherlands. That goal did more than win a trophy, it united a politically and culturally divided Spain. His celebration, honoring late friend Dani Jarque, became one of the sport's most human moments. Off the pitch, Iniesta is quiet, respectful, and admired even by fierce rivals. Real Madrid fans, famous for their hostility toward Barca, gave him a standing ovation at the Santiago Bernabeu. Few players have ever earned that. Why his respected? Quiet leadership, national unity, and elegance without ego. Before continuing, if you allow me, I would be extremely honored if you could like the video and subscribe to help us continue to bring videos to the channel. We are just starting out football channel now, and you know how hard it is to start a new YouTube channel nowadays, so every like and subscription is extremely important to us and helps us immensely. Thank you very much in advance. Number 9. Paolo Maldini. Paolo Maldini is one of football's greatest ever defenders, and a model of one-club loyalty. He spent 25 seasons with AC Milan, playing over 900 times for the Rossoneri and winning 5 Champions League titles. In an era of transfers and egos, Maldini remained steadfast, leading Milan with dignity, calmness, and absolute class. What separated Maldini from other defenders wasn't just skill, it was intelligence. He didn't dive in recklessly. He anticipated. He neutralized danger with clean, efficient movements. There's a famous quote often attributed to him: "If I have to make a tackle, I've already made a mistake." That's how good his positioning was. Despite his club allegiance, Maldini was widely respected across Italy and Europe. He captained the Italian national team but never lifted a World Cup, yet his grace, longevity, and sportsmanship cemented his legendary status. Why his respected? One-club loyalty, defensive mastery, and unshakable professionalism. Number 8. Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho played football like a child playing in the streets, with a smile, with freedom, and with magic. The Brazilian superstar lit up stadiums in Europe and South America with his creativity, joy, and love for the game. At Barcelona, he won 2 La Liga titles, a Champions League, and the 2005 Ballon d'Or, transforming the club with his brilliance. He didn't just play well, he entertained. His tricks, no-look passes, and jaw-dropping goals made every match feel like a festival. His dazzling performance against Real Madrid in 2005 earned him a standing ovation at the Bernabeu, a moment few rival players in history have experienced. Ronaldinho also brought his genius to the international stage, helping Brazil win the 2002 World Cup. His audacious free-kick goal against England in that tournament is still debated to this day. Was it intentional? We'll never know. But it was pure Ronaldinho. Why his respected? Pure joy on the pitch, unforgettable flair, and universal charisma. Number 7. Franz Beckenbauer. Franz Beckenbauer redefined what it meant to be a defender. Known as Der Kaiser for his leadership and elegance, he invented the role of the libero, a free-roaming centre-back who not only defended but built attacks from the back. At Bayern Munich, he led the club to 3 consecutive European Cups and countless domestic titles in the 1970s. As captain of West Germany, Beckenbauer lifted the World Cup in 1974. His playing style was calm, intelligent, and ahead of its time. He played with the vision of a midfielder and the discipline of a general. His influence extended beyond the pitch. He was a symbol of calm authority and footballing intelligence. But his greatness didn't end when he hung up his boots. In 1990, Beckenbauer returned as manager and guided West Germany to another World Cup victory, becoming only the second man ever to win the tournament as both player and coach. His leadership, both tactical and emotional, was pivotal. Why his respected? Tactical innovator, World Cup winner as player and coach, and the very definition of class. Number 6. Johan Cruyff. Johan Cruyff was not just a player, he was a footballing philosopher. He was the leader of the Dutch total football revolution in the 1970s, where players fluidly rotated positions and emphasized intelligence and space over brute force. With Ajax, he won 3 consecutive European Cups, and with Barcelona, he laid the foundation for a future dynasty. On the pitch, Cruyff's style was elegant and thoughtful. He wasn't the strongest or fastest, but he was always the smartest. His trademark move, the Cruyff turn, is still used by players today, half a century later. As a manager, he transformed FC Barcelona, creating the dream team of the early 1990s and pushing the club to adopt a holistic, youth-driven footballing philosophy. His ideas paved the way for Pep Guardiola, Messi, and modern tiki-taka football. Why his respected? Architect of modern football, a teacher on and off the field. Number 5. Zinedine Zidane. Zinedine Zidane made football look like ballet. Born in Marseille to Algerian parents, Zidane became France's hero in 1998, scoring twice in the World Cup final to help Les Bleus win their first ever title. 2 years later, he was again instrumental in their Euro 2000 victory. At club level, he starred for Juventus and later Real Madrid, where he scored one of the greatest goals in Champions League history, a left-footed volley in the 2002 final. His vision, touch, and balance made him a joy to watch. Though his career ended with the infamous headbutt in the 2006 World Cup final, fans forgave him, because his brilliance far outweighed that one moment. As a coach, Zidane returned to Real Madrid and shocked the world by leading them to 3 consecutive Champions League titles from 2016 to 2018. He managed egos, built unity, and proved he wasn't just a genius with a ball, but a genius in a tracksuit too. Why his respected? Footballing elegance, clutch performances, and a masterful coach. Number 4. Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo's story is one of sheer willpower. Born on the island of Madeira, he climbed from poverty to global superstardom through hard work, sacrifice, and unmatched ambition. At Manchester United, he exploded onto the scene, helping the club win 3 Premier League titles and the 2008 Champions League. At Real Madrid, he rewrote the record books, becoming the club's all-time top scorer, winning 4 Champions Leagues, and collecting multiple Ballon d'Ors. Later, he dominated Serie A with Juventus and continued breaking records on the international stage. With Portugal, he won the Euro 2016 and the 2019 Nations League. And he just won another Nations League with Portugal this year, scoring decisive goals. Love him or not, everyone respects him. His discipline, mentality, and hunger for greatness have made him an icon for generations. Why his respected? Work ethic, longevity, and an unbreakable winning mentality. Number 3. Lionel Messi. Lionel Messi is perhaps the most complete footballer of all time. From his early days at Barcelona's La Masia Academy to lifting the 2022 World Cup with Argentina, Messi has done it all: 8 Ballon d'Ors, 4 Champions Leagues, 10 La Liga titles, and over 800 goals. What sets Messi apart isn't just the numbers, it's how he plays. Every touch is purposeful. Every pass, precise. He plays with the innocence of a child and the mind of a master. Despite all his success, Messi remains humble, quiet, and focused on the team above himself. When he finally lifted the World Cup in Qatar, fans from every club, yes, even Real Madrid, celebrated. Because it wasn't just a Messi moment. It was a football moment. Why his respected? Genius with humility, loyalty, and the ultimate redemption arc. Number 2. Diego Maradona. Diego Maradona was a storm of chaos and brilliance. He lifted Argentina to World Cup glory in 1986 with one of the most legendary solo campaigns in football history. In the same match against England, he scored both the hand of God and the goal of the century. No one else could have pulled that off, because no one else was Maradona. At Napoli, he achieved the impossible, leading a modest club to 2 Serie A titles and a UEFA Cup. He became a god in Naples, forever beloved for bringing joy and pride to a struggling city. Yes, he was controversial. Yes, he was flawed. But his passion, courage, and divine left foot made him unforgettable. Why his respected? A flawed genius who made the world believe in magic. Before we wrap up, here are a few legends who also deserve immense respect. Honorable mentions. George Best, Northern Ireland's rock star, dazzling with flair and flair. Roberto Baggio, the divine ponytail, Italy's graceful genius, even in heartbreak. Xavi Hernandez, the metronome of Barcelona and Spain, master of control. Lev Yashin, the only goalkeeper to win the Ballon d'Or. A pioneer in gloves. Thierry Henry, Arsenal's king, blending pace, elegance, and class. Roberto Carlos, that thunderbolt free kick made him immortal. Steven Gerrard, Liverpool's captain, fantastic, heart, grit, and unforgettable Champions League glory. Number 1, Pelé. Pelé is widely regarded as the greatest footballer of all time. A 3-time World Cup winner with Brazil, in 1958, 1962, and 1970, he scored over 1,000 goals in his career and took the game to places it had never reached before. But his legacy goes far beyond statistics. Pelé became a global symbol of peace, excellence, and inspiration. In February 1969, Pelé and Santos FC were part of one of football's most extraordinary moments. During a tour of Africa, Santos was invited to play a match in Benin City, Nigeria, right in the middle of the brutal Biafra War, one of the most tragic civil conflicts of the 20th century. The team only agreed after receiving security guarantees, as the match was to be played near the heart of the separatist conflict. On February 4, 1969, something incredible happened. Local authorities declared a holiday and even opened a key bridge so people could attend the game. The war literally paused. Around 25,000 people gathered to watch Santos play against the Midwest selection team. Santos won 2-1, and Pelé was honored with flowers, becoming a symbol of peace and hope. The team went on to play in Ghana and Algeria, but what remained in people's hearts was how Pelé's presence, without any social media or live TV, brought a temporary ceasefire to a war zone. At the time, Santos was Brazil's 6-time national champion and world champion. They preferred international tours to the financially unprofitable Copa Libertadores. Meanwhile, Nigeria was a nation torn by ethnic conflict and battles over natural resources, especially oil. Pelé became more than a player, he became a beacon of hope. Why his respected? Because no other footballer has ever stopped a war simply by playing the game. Pelé united nations, inspired millions, and remains the eternal ambassador of football's beauty and power. These players didn't just win games, they won respect. Through elegance, resilience, sportsmanship, and genius, they left footprints that no time can erase. Who do you think should be on this list? Let us know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this journey through football's most admired legends, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more deep dives into the beautiful game. Until next time, keep loving football.